Everybody, it's Susan here, and today I'm going to do a J Glow look for all of you mature gals. So if you like this look, keep watching. Hi there, it's Susan here again, and today I'm going to do a Get Ready With Me, and as the title says, it's going to be not a J-Lo, but a J Glow look for mature gals. So I'm going to start off with some drugstore. It's all going to be drugstore products for a change, and I'm going to start with, I've done all my skincare and my sunscreen. And of course, you know the sunscreen that I use is drugstore as well. It's Neutrogena. And we're going to start off with my foundation. And it is Maybelline FIT Me, which I've used for many, many years. And it's pretty popular. And the shade that I use is Classic Ivory. So I'm going to mix it with a new product that I just purchased by L'Oreal, and it's the Lumi Glotion, and it's the lightest, the palest one, because I am so pale. And I figured the foundation's a bit darker, so that'll be fine. Okay, so you know what? I might just do, yeah. You can either put this this glotion first, or you can mix it with a foundation, whatever you prefer. So I'm gonna mix it. It's not gonna be easy because this thing doesn't have a pump, of course. So I'm just gonna spread out a touch and then mix a good squirt. And I guess you're gonna have to mix it with your finger. I figure, you know, I had a sample of the Charlotte Tilbury, the Flawless Filter, and I was interested in getting that, and then I saw this, so I thought, let's try this. This is a cheaper investment, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna dot it. And I am going to pin my hair back still, my little bits. And I'm going to use a L'Oreal sponge. Yeah, I do see a difference. There's a radiance to it. You know how us more mature gals like radiance. Okay, so that's that. And then my favorite drugstore, it doesn't even matter, I use this with the Tarte Shape Tape. It's the Maybelline Age Rewind. Is it Maybelline? Yes. This is what you get when you don't wear your glasses. You can do it with your fingers. I always do it with my little brush, wherever that is. Who's taking my brush again? You know what? It's unbelievable. People take my brush all. I don't know what they do with them. Probably my daughter came over. She's funny. She comes to visit me with her grandson, with my grandson, and I see the grandson, but I don't see her, and I just hear the floor creaking up here, and I know she's up in my makeup room again. She's got her own makeup room. Mine's got better stuff, though, I guess. I always put a little bit on top of my eyelid if I'm too lazy to use a primer. And I use the base powders and the eyeshadows. Okay, so that's good. And then I'm going to use a powder by NYC. And it's just a smooth skin, loose, transparent. Come on. Come on out. This is almost empty. Let me just get some out. Oh yeah. Okay, so after that, I'm going to use a bronzer, and it's by e.l.f. Let's see, there's nothing even written on here, but you know, it's the popular one with the blush and the bronzer. Doesn't even have a number on it. And I got to be careful with bronzers because a lot of them, you know, I oxidize, I turn orange. This one's a good one. Better to start slow than to get too much on there. Okay. So that's the bronzer. And then I've got a nice blush by Milani, and of course it's the most popular, Luminoso. If I can open it. And you know, my brushes, I have some high-end brushes, and I've got some drugstore ones, and I really like e.l.f. You know, I bought those Morphe brushes. I had a few eyeshadow Morphe brushes, and I thought they were great, but the blush ones, not so great. I returned them. I thought they were soft at first, but I could feel them. So the e.l.f. ones are better if you're going to look for drugstore, and even the Real Techniques are good. Okay, so here's the blush. It reminds me a little bit of the NARS Orgasm. Okay, so after that, I'm going to save the highlighter till after. And now we're going to do the eyebrows. Where's my eyebrows? Okay, this one is by L'Oreal. And it is, let me see. Let me get my glasses on here so I can read it for you. It's the Brow Stylist, L'Oreal, in the shade color 212 Blonde. And I'm going to use my MAC brush for this because I don't have a drugstore brush for this. And because it doesn't have a little brush to it, a little spoolie, I have one somewhere here. Hold on. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Where are you? Sorry. You know, you can never find anything when you want it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use my Anastasia spoolie for this. Oh, these little stray hairs are driving me crazy, Monate. But you got to start somewhere if you want your hair to grow, right? I'm so funny. I make myself laugh. Okay, so here we go. And I just use a touch of this because it can make my eyebrows get real dark real quick, even though it says blonde. No, this one's needs a little bit more. Right there. Ugh. So that's that. That's the eyebrows. And now I'm going to use a palette by e.l.f. And it is, let's see what the name of it is. It just says the New Classics eyeshadow palette. The New Classics, right, by e.l.f. So they're pretty nice. There are a lot of nice shades in this. Kind of reminds me of the Peach palette by, what is it, Too Faced. There's a lot of colors like that in it. So, because this is a bronzy, glowy look, I'm going to use the peach and the brown tones. Okay, so I'm going to start off with their base that is called Cream. And just put that all over my eyelid. That helps the colors stay on better too. Okay, and I'm going to start with my transition, I always do. And I'm going to use the color, what is it called here? Darling. It is this one right down here. Because it's summertime, you know, you don't want to wear too much in the daytime anyway. At night you can always add more. It's really hard to do a natural look. I mean, if you want natural, it's actually harder to do a natural look than it is just to do your normal glam look, of course. But with natural, I mean, you've got so many steps, right? You're going to be doing your foundation, your blush. So you really got to go light-handed if you want it to look natural. Okay, so then on my lid, I'm going to use a color that's called Beloved. Beloved. And it's this, it's more of a peachy color right there. Sort of a fleshy tone. Peachy fleshy tone. Yeah, it's quite natural looking. And then in the corners, Earth. Now this is a Morphe brush, and I really like this one. This one's, see the eyeshadow brushes, they're nicer. But then again, in Morphe, you can get some better quality ones too that have, I think they're real hair. Now I can't even see what the number is, it's so tiny. M506. I'm gonna have to buy a magnifying mirror or lens. That might be an idea instead of putting my glasses on all the time. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to go underneath my eyes with the same color, Darling. Yeah, so that turned out okay. So I'm going to use a little bit for a highlighter at the top in the color Glamour. Or should I use Cosmo? Maybe Cosmo's good. This one right here. I mean, this palette was only, like in Canada, it was only like $13.99. So that's a pretty good value for a lot of nice colors. There's a lot of shimmer and there's a lot of mattes. There's even a black. There's some olive green, and there's a brighter green. I'm not really into greens anymore. I used to love green in the 80s. Okay, so that's it for the eyes, for the eyeshadow anyway. And I'm not going to do a wing liner today. I'm just going to do a little bit of a liner. And this one is, it's well loved, and it's by NYX. And it's the shade 901. It's a black. I'm not even going to do a wing. I'm just going to frame my eye. You know what I noticed when if I don't put a liner and I just put mascara, my mascara always, it never transfers up here. There's always a little messy line of mascara down here, which I'm always like having to take off, and my eyeshadow's on there. Excuse me. And so I end up putting a wing eyeliner or a crayon liner. I can never just go with mascara like some people. And it's not just a particular brand, it's every mascara. It must be my eyes. It must be my eyes. I'm gonna just blend that out a bit. I wonder if that happens to everybody or just me. And there's more on that side, of course. Alrighty, so now I'm going to try a new mascara that I heard good things about. My daughter has it and she loves it, so it is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. And it's in Very Black. Where's my curling? Oh, here it is. My curler. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the wand looks just like Better Than Sex. The Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Can you hear the lawnmowers? I live behind a high school and they're doing the lawns. Makes them really long. I noticed when I just purchased a mascara, it's pretty wet, and the more you use it, the better it gets. So if this one's giving me the length, it's not giving me the volume as much, like the thickness yet, because it's still so wet, but I know it will. So we'll just have to use it more often. I didn't set my under eyes. I try to get away with not doing it. It just makes it more dry, if I can. With the tape shape one, I usually don't have to, because it dries down pretty good. So that looks good so far. I know it will get better when it gets a little drier. I've got a little powder up here. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. And now I'm going to use this new product that I bought. It's by L'Oreal, and it's Shake and Glow Lumi face spray. And I read a lot of reviews about it and saw a lot of videos, and I like the ones that I have, the Mario Badescu and the MAC, but the sprayer is really good. It's such a fine mist. That's what I was kind of looking for. So this one's good, because you could put more without getting all these wet spots all over your face. Dries pretty quick too. Usually I go under my blow dryer, but this was good for now. Let it dry for a second. Okay. Alrighty, so now I'm going to do my lips. And I'm going to use a lip liner by Rimmel. And it is called, let's see. Oh, for heaven's sakes, here we go again. It is called, come on, Addiction, number 018. And it's the Exaggerate Rimmel lip liner. And it's the screw up kind here. And then I'm going to use one of my favorite L'Oreal lipsticks in Shining Peach. So there we go. So that is the J Glow look for mature gals. But I'm going to give you a thrill here and put a little bit of it's by Wet n Wild, and it's the loose highlighter that I love so much. I think it's a really good one. I'm trying not to go too close to here because it's going to show up the lines. So there you go for the J Glow look. So I hope you like that, and see, you can do a lot of nice looks with Drugstore. You don't have to buy high-end. I mean, we all like high-end, but there's some products that are Drugstore that I go to all the time, and I have no problems with that. Yeah, so there you go. So I hope you like that, and have a nice weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.